We're not walking any further.
Is that, no.
Leave me, I'm burning. It's hard work going uphill.
Welcome back, everybody! Windbreaks, hedgerows. Why have them? Why have a hedgerow? Why have a windbreak? It's in the name for the windbreak. They break wind. I'm kidding, but no, but they actually do break wind. It's a very useful thing to have. Like a fence could do that, but at the same time, I sounded Irish there. At the same time, a fence doesn't provide shelter. Yes, for like some insects, you see spiders going in nooks and crannies, but with a hedgerow, it provides a home for so many species. So shelter belts are windbreaks too. They're pretty much the same thing. They do the same thing. They just protect your livestock. They can protect your plants, especially in exposed areas. And where Persica Meadow is, you can see that it's just an open field. And the strong prevailing winds that do come are mainly, yeah, they are mainly. I've been there throughout all the seasons, and most of the wind does come from the southwest. The southwest that way, comes from down there, and comes from southeast, southeasty, southwest. It does, put it this way, it blows all over the place. But there's strong winds that do come a lot from the southeast, which is where I was going to have my kind of food forest slash kind of crops and stuff like that. So that's why I kind of decided to put a hedgerow there. And plus, it's a nice divider between the land borders, because as much as the neighbours are nice, you kind of want a bit of kind of privacy from time to time. I mean, I like to wear a kilt. Plus, it's nude gardening day coming up soon. So before I start waffling on, have a look at me digging up the alder and all the other shrubs that I want to keep from Persica Meadows. I wonder who wrote that. Also, for all you guys wondering, oh, he said he's vegan and yet he's wearing wool. Yeah, well, I've had this top for what? How many years now? I can't remember how long. It's about 4 or 5 years now. So I'm not just gonna up jump and chuck it in the bin. There's so much more life to it. I've even got leather. I've got leather shoes. I've got leather, and I have a leather bag. Only sometimes. But no, I haven't got a leather bag. But at the same time, I did sit down and think to myself, I should just chuck away all my stuff, all my kind of animal products. But then I thought, don't be stupid, because you have to buy more stuff. This is a perfectly good jumper. I'm not going to see it go to waste. So that's why I still got this. Are you going to help me today? Are you going to help me? Are you going to help me today? Sorry about that. So the shelter belt slash windbreak I planted has a density of 40 to 60%, which doesn't sound that much, but at the same time, in the winter time, I like the fact that I can see right through it. And I like that the saying is there's more light but less light, because all the leaves have dropped. But then the sun sets a lot quicker. It's kind of a little witty thing I like to say. But yeah, I quite like to be able to see through it, and then you can amend patches. For example, like a lot of people lay their hedges, and I'll put a little video so you can see here of a laid hedge. It looks really pretty. It looks pretty to us, and it's very beneficial for the plant. But there's other ways of doing so, and if I were to do it, I would kind of do it a bit more haphazardous, if that makes sense. And what I would do is just literally snip the heads off a little bit and then break them down and kind of create like pretty much a nest. It will look ugly, but to the birds and the bees, it would be ideal. It would just be one living, growing nest for all the beneficiaries around the area, which is what you want, really. Sometimes there's no time for vanity. Yeah, you can have lines in your lawn, but sometimes, and topiary hedges, but in the countryside, I'm just like, and it's an old pastime, hedge laying, and it would be nice to learn it, but for myself, obviously I'm blabbing. I like messy hedges, but some folk do use evergreens when it comes to windbreaks, because that gives you all year round kind of proper protection, because you still will get protection if your hedgerow there's no leaves on the hedgerow. but that means it needs to be really thick. Whereas if you've got an evergreen hedge, it's constant kind of blockage of the wind throughout the whole year. So I've blabbed enough. Let's get out some pots and plants. Let's pot some plants, peeps. What a foggy morning. It's a chilly willy morning too, guys. So before I head out, I think I deserve a cup of tea. This one, I think the red one. So here you can see the catkins of the alder. It's weird, when I brought them in they were closed. Because the house is pretty warm, well, a lot warmer than it is outside, is that they started to flower. And you can see all the pollen on there. Can you see the pollen there? I don't know why I'm doing this, I have hay fever, people. I did feel symptoms yesterday and I was thinking, what is this? But it's obviously because of this. I don't really like fake. Here's another one of my faves. It's called Lanicera purpussii, or aka winter honeysuckle. Pretty much grows like a normal shrub. Doesn't climb like your average honeysuckle. It smells like honeysuckle. Don't overlook winter when it comes to flowers, because it's one of those times where, yeah, everything's gone to sleep and it looks bleak, but there are some hidden gems, and this is one of them. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you learned a thing or two. Please do consider subscribing if you want to see more of me, and remember, it's not just my agenda, it's yours too.